Well, I think to put this into context, I retired 15 years ago. I'm now 34 and I began modeling when I was 18. And we were having this very debate back then. So I think more than anything, I was just filled with dismay that somehow this has not been resolved in a decade and a half. But I can also understand how that's happened because when you look at what's happening within the industry, constantly the buck is passed between agencies, between designers, magazines, the people that run the fashion shows, and the buck always stops with the models themselves, and the pressure is always put on them to attain a certain aesthetic. And they say that the designers make their sample sizes a certain way, normally a size 4 or 6, or certainly it was when I was a model. And then when you speak to the designers, they say, well, if I made plus size clothes, I would be laughed out of the industry. I can't afford to put my career on the line. And ultimately, we have to ask ourselves, who's going to stand up and take responsibility for what's happening?
I agree. I've heard stories over the last few months from numerous models, their parents, all making exactly the same point, that girls who are sub size 8 are being told to lose yet more weight to get, as I think the phrase is, down to the bone, when actually they're women. It's not possible for them to lose bone structure. It's not possible for them to make their hips as narrow as a 14-year-old girl's. And the real problem here, exactly as Tash has said, this is about finding somewhere for the buck to stop. We're having a parliamentary inquiry on the 1st of December on this issue, and I have numerous models want to come and talk. I have medics and academics. What there has been is a deafening silence from the model agents and from the designers who simply don't want to step up and face up to their responsibilities.